Reply langsung.
Oke, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good night. My name is Muhammad Freddy Fadiansyah. I'm from SMK Inwan, Surabaya. Today I will my read blog newspaper. The title is Mass Visited How River on the Polish-German border. The title from a special S and the Fisherman Henry should stop and walk for several months after a toxic problem hit the Oder River last August, decimating his catch. Schneider, 43, whose family has made its living from the rifle for over a country, finally talked of his activities again in May. But please of a repeat are growing as global warming adds to the toxic mix of pollution, putting the delicate ecosystem under pressure. It was unbelievable that we had first left all Schneider, who left of the river bank of the river sides of the Poseidon. The disaster wiped out more than half the fish in the river, with stretched a long stretch of the Polish-German border. And while the other has had some time to recover, the organism responsible for the disaster, known as Wilhelmine Parfum, has not been eradicated. In a little of water, we still see several hundred shells, say scientist Martin Putz from the Leipzig Institute of Freshwater Ecology
Butal,
and
turun nih,
Inland
butal.
Fisheries, or EGB, in Berlin. He warns that the risk of unadulterated bloom is high. It is just waiting for the right condition to explode. Polish and German authorities of either side of the river say they are determined to stop that happening. But the two have stressed of responsibility for the disaster and the best way to keep the algae in check. Okay, the title 2 immediate collapse. The disaster wiped out more than half the fish in the river west there's a long stretch of the Polish-German border. But the order has had some time to recover. The organism responsible for the disaster, known as Wilhelmine Parfum, has not been eradicated. In the middle of all the water, we still see several other shells, says scientist Martin Post from the Leibniz Institute of Freshwater Ecology and Inland Fisheries, or EGB, in Berlin. He warns the risk of another deadly bloom is high.
Langsung.
It is waiting to the right condition to explode. Polish and German authorities of either side of the river say they are determined to stop that happening, but to have collected of the responsibility for disaster and the best way to keep the algae in check. Among observant is concerned over the impact of a possible recurrence. If it happens again this year, there will be nothing to fish in the rifle for the next 5 years. Senators say the event of Lycos led to the immediate collapse in volumes and field cells they put bread on the table. He says, "We came down to the water and we saw all the dead fish in both directions." He recalls gasoling up and down the river bank. Senator and his family received financial support from the Edinburgh region to bridge the gap left by the disaster. There have never been fish deaths on this scale in the order in my lifetime. So Henry, 65-year-old father Peter Schneider. A confluence of hexal level in the river as an extended period of high temperatures created the perfect condition for the algae to flourish upstream. The question of excess salt has existed for a long time and is now getting worse with climate change. Cyprus, among other factors, budget bottlenecks means that dangerous disgrace are not being as dealt as before. Environmental groups have also pointed the finger at mining operations in Poland that tip mineral pocket badly in the river. Now, with the weight of warming up on Shian, increasing the number of algae have already been recorded for of the order. The little tree, bed science, its sponsor Warsaw, has other affected areas to be served of, as well as promising more water treatment plants and the creation of a river police. But the government faces accusation is not doing enough to avoid a disastrous fate. Scientists believe many fish that survived fondly folks in tributaries and corners of the order where the deadly algae was less prevalent. Yet the immediate extension on the river wall only increased the risk of disaster. Did a WWF Poland is popular to the FFP. He changed the rifle into a transport route, then it's not the same thing, he explained. Likewise, the spread promised from Warsaw to review all permits for the dispensing of industrial water in the rifle. Berlin has criticized inaction on the police side. We see there are no major efforts there to restrict or statistics. Spokesman for the government parliamentary ministry shared early this month. A second catastrophe and second catastrophe is nobody interest. The spoken said, but science and no good at the moment. For the time being, the fishermen along the order will continue cautiously. We are optimistic that in 2, 3, 4 years they will again be vastly improved, said Sustainable Peter. But with that, another disaster can be avoided. Okay, that's my blog newspaper. Good evening, good night. Thank you.